These are the most simple hacks that you can use in 2020 to write an article that ranks on Google. All right, guys, so if you're wondering, like, what's the reason why you even want to write an article that ranks on Google? So this comes down to a couple of things. Number one, you either want to generate more leads, more revenue through affiliate marketing or for your own business, right? Like, for example, the article that I'm going to show you is for my wife's lash extension business. So she's a lash artist, and this article helps her have, more content in front of people when they search for this particular topic. So a couple of things before we even go into the actual article. I did some research, and it seems that lash extensions for beginners, it's being searched, even though this one, it says only 50 times a month, using a tool called Keyword Everywhere, actually is around 100 times to 150 times every single month. So what this thing basically allows her to do is she puts an educational piece of content in front of somebody that's searching for this thing, and then we just end the article with a call to action, which is book a lash session, or another thing that she has is lash courses, right? Like online courses around lashing. So, by putting this piece of content in front of someone that's searching for it, she's able to generate more leads and more sales afterwards. So first things first, I'm not a writer myself. Like English, it's my second language, so I'm not able to pull this articles myself. So I use this site called iWriter.com, and to date, I think I have, probably like 40 articles that I've written through this. Or I ordered, actually, I shouldn't say written. So I order the article from the site, and then I optimize it with a tool that I'm going to show you in just a moment. So it's super simple. You can just go to iWriter.com, or I'll put the link in the description below to be easier for you guys to find it. Full disclosure, I think I will have an affiliate link. Oh, there you go. So I got 31 articles ordered so far. So I'm happy with it. The price for a blog article on this site can vary anywhere from $10 to like $35, depending on the size, depending if you want like an elite writer to write it and things like that. But this is it for the way that you order content. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just come to the site, you hit order content, and you just give it a title. And then here you can enter the keywords. Now, they're not really experts at writing SEO optimized articles. So that's why once I get an article back, I'm actually going into my wife's WordPress site. So this is where we host the blog for her. So as you can see, I already pre-written the title, or lash extensions for beginners. And then this is the actual copy of the entire article, like the whole text, right? So before you start optimizing a blog article, you need one plugin that I recommend everybody to install. And that plugin, it's called Yoast SEO. So I'm going to show you in just a moment how easy it is. But you do need a WordPress site, and then you come here to plugins, and then you literally just search for the actual plugin. So I'll show you. It's Yoast. So this is the actual plugin that you need, Yoast SEO. They have a free version and they have a paid version. So on this particular blog, I use the free version. On my own article, on my own blog, for the articles that I write for myself, and also for I'm a contributor to Forbes Council, I'm actually using the paid version. Even the paid one, I think it's like $37 a year, which is nothing, right? So let's go right here on the page where we got posts, because this is where you have to actually, write a new article. And it's super simple to use. I'll show you in just a moment here. So this is the draft of the article. So I'm going to hit edit. So as you can see, this one here, it's already ranking. As a matter of fact, let me go into that one first for you to see, because that one it's actually already optimized and ready to go. I'll show you how simple to use is this plugin. So this is the article. I hit edit, and then once we go inside the article, right here on the side, and this only works once you have installed Yoast SEO and you have to activate the actual plugin. If you're not doing that, this won't work. So as you can see here, this is the icon for the plugin that I'm talking about, Yoast, and you got here readability and SEO, right? So the moment you publish the text and the title and the rest of it, on your end, for the first time that you're doing it, it's probably going to be either red or no color. And I showed you on the other one the way that it looks. So once you click on SEO, it's going to bring you all the way down here. So all these kind of green bullet points, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to duplicate this to be able to kind of bounce from one article to another. So all these bullet points at first, it'll probably be red, because that's the way that articles are usually written. They're content rich, but they're not SEO optimized, right? So this is what Yoast does. So you can come all the way up here where it says Yoast SEO, and you got SEO and readability, right? And it's going to ask you what's the key phrase that you want to focus on for this article. So this particular blog post, it's focused around lash extensions in Boston, Mass. So this was obviously, a local kind of focus, because we want to get people that search for lash extensions in Boston, Mass. And this is what the snippet looks like, right? So once you write the actual key phrase that you want to really focus your SEO about, this plugin actually does a really great job on helping you optimize the article. So as you can see, you got this snippet right here. So once you hit edit, let me show you, if I write more things in here and they don't match, right? So it starts with the title, and then you got the meta description. So literally, once you start writing, this bar here, usually at the beginning, it's red. So let me show you. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to delete it, right? So once you start, let's say, this article, right? It's red. Slowly, it's turning orange-ish, and as you write more and more, it's gonna turn green, but only if you use the focus key phrase into this meta description. So I'm gonna paste it. As you can see, the meta description here is this entire article is about lash extensions in Boston, Mass, because Mina Esanu is Massachusetts certified, blah, 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 right? So the same thing with the SEO title. So once I delete it, I could say lashes in Boston. And if I just do that, it doesn't really work, right? Like, as you can see, this progress bar, it's not green. In order for the title to be SEO optimized, it has to turn green. But in this case, it's not. So even if you come down here, remember at the beginning, all of them were green except this one here. And it says more than 75% of your higher level subheadings reflect the topic of your copy. That's too much. Don't over optimize. Your high levels of reflect the topic of your copy. Yeah, so I actually, they say that I overused the phrase. However, the SEO overall, the score is still good, right? Readability is still good, and both of them. So it tells you in here, like literally, right? It says SEO title width. The SEO title is too short. Use the space to add key phrase variations or create compelling call to action copy, right? And then the moment I come here, I just paste this one. What, right now it's not, oh, the title was here. So anyway, I'm not gonna save the article. So you get the point in here. It actually turned green the moment I pasted that. So as you can see, SEO title with good job, right? Key phrase in meta description. So it's super straightforward. Like it actually shows you and it tells you step by step what you have to do in order to optimize the article. Outbound links basically means, so actually let's do this. Let's go into the other article and start optimizing that one live. All right, so I'm gonna hit edit, and as we'll go inside of the article, we're gonna click right here into SEO. So at first, what we wanna do is we wanna make sure that we have the right title. So we wanna make sure that we got the first letter as capitals. So I'm gonna copy this, but the actual work starts before you order the article. Like I use, like I showed you, I use this tool called Keywords Everywhere. And as you can see, right, like it actually, so the first article that I wrote, I mean, I didn't write it, I ordered it. As you can see, lash extensions in Boston, it's being searched almost 400 times a month. So what happens is, because it's such a local focus, it's so much easier to have an article being ranked for this. Now, it will probably take a few days until it's being ranked, because I just published this like literally 2 days ago. So we'll probably do an update to show you guys how to promote it and how to get links and all that. But as you can see, I use this tool called Keywords Everywhere, and it gives you all these numbers. So now let's go inside of the article. So we'll click right here into SEO. And as you can see, all of these things are in red. So we need to make sure we optimize this. So we go up here and we tell Yoast we want to focus on lash extensions for beginners, right? And we have to click into edit the snippet, and we'll say something like, let's delete all this, lash extensions for beginners, lash extensions in Boston, Mass. What I'm doing here is I'm actually doing a little trick, because my wife's business, especially like the salon, it's local. So we kind of play a little bit of a content wheel where this article is going to be tied up with the previous one, right? So as you can see, the title automatically turned green. And then now we have to play with the meta description. So we'll say something like, so I changed it up a little bit. If you want to learn the most important details about lash extensions for beginners, this article will give you a lash blueprint to follow, right? You turn green. I could add another short phrase in here, but I'm not going to do it because it's probably going to overkill it. So as we can see right here, we got key phrase in title. So we got a lot of them that actually turn green. So the key phrase length, it's a good job. Key phrase in meta description, we have it. Meta description length, previously used key phrase, so it's pretty good. The text length, it seems that it's also good. Key phrase in title, SEO title width, key phrase in slug, right? Let's see, what are we missing? So we're missing internal links, meaning links within this domain. So for example, my wife has a page where women can actually book their lash extension appointments. So we'll link to that. We'll also going to link to the previous blog article, and then a couple other things. But first, let's say no images appear on this page. Let's do a featured image right here. And this is the one, like when you have the snippet, it's going to populate that. So let's set up one that actually makes sense. So let's do this one because it's really kind of relevant. And it's lash extensions for beginners. I'm gonna do the captions on this. I'm gonna set it as a featured image. Boom, right? Image, alt, attributes instantly, right? And the image is pretty cool. Now we got internal and internal links and outbound links. So it says no internal links appear in this page. No outbound links appear in this page. So we need to link internally within our domain, so to other pages or to other blog articles. And then outbound can be links to your YouTube channel, links to your podcast, links to maybe your funnels, things like that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link inside of the other article. So let's see, what makeup removers can I use? Doesn't mean I'll never swim again. Let's see real quick. Before getting eyelash extensions, what are some of the decisions that I have to make before getting eyelash extensions in Boston, Mass? And what's gonna happen is, let's go to, so for example, this is the other article. So I'm just gonna copy the URL of this one and I'm gonna link up in this subheading, and I'm just gonna highlight this text, click this insert link, pasting and inserting the article. And we're probably gonna do it one more time in here. So when turning up for your appointment, so for the appointment, my wife has this page. So I'm gonna copy the URL of this one and I'm gonna link up. So it says for your, actually let's do for your lash extension appointment in Boston, Mass. You see what I did here? And I'm going to highlight this text and then link up. And I can almost guarantee that even with just 2 links, if we're going to scroll down, the internal notice, the internal linking, internal links, boom, it turned green, right? It was red before. So outbound links, now let's just link up to my wife's YouTube channel, meaning we'll just put the link somewhere where it makes sense about the topic. We'll link up to her YouTube channel. So let's see, what is the cost of getting an eyelash extension? Should you get lash extensions? Eyelash extensions are worth it. Let's see, by a specialist. Boom. So we'll do by a lash extension specialist. I'm going to highlight this text and I'm going to link up to youtube.com lash extension artist, because that's her YouTube. Actually, it has to be boom. And I can almost guarantee even with one boom, as you can see, SEO just turned green. That means that the things that we are doing, they work, right? So this is why I love this this cool tool, because literally live it turns, yeah. So as you can see, outbound links, it's perfect. So let's say we got key phrase density. The focus key phrase was found 1 time. That's less than recommended, a minimum of 5 times. Okay, so your key phrase or its synonyms do not appear in the first paragraph. So we need to make sure that the key phrase that we told Yoast SEO, lash extensions for beginners, it's being used at least 5 times within the article, right? It even says in here that's less than the recommended minimum of 5 times, and it has to be once in the introduction. So we'll have to go all the way on top, and in the title or headline, we need to make sure that we use lash extensions for beginners. So lash extension, apply makeup 365 is not an easy feat. Okay. So let's do something like this. We'll do lash extensions for beginners. We're gonna make this a headline, heading 1, lash extensions for beginners, everything you need to know, right? Everything you need to know. So now we still need to use this another 3 times, because we used it at least another 3 times. So let's see. We'll focus on eyelash extensions, what you need to know before investing in some. Before the cons, before you make an informed decision, follow through the article to find more about lash extensions for beginners. Okay, so let's, this is the biggest concerns most people have before trying out these lash extensions for beginners. Boom. Fortunately, people have not complained or they're okay. What's the cost of getting an eyelash extension? What is the right sizing? I prefer, boom, boom, boom. Swipe instead of damaging your lash extensions. Let's see real quick. Can I brush my lash extensions? Probably gonna get an expert in lashes after this tutorial and after a couple articles. So I'm probably gonna ask my wife for a job. If you're still wondering about for the key phrase or Esanu did not appear in the first paragraph. Okay, so we need one more somewhere. Actually, let's do it in the first paragraph, and that way we kill it in 2. We kill both of them, right? We got in the first paragraph, so applying makeup, pretty sure that you want something. So let's start with, if you are wondering about lash extensions for beginners, then you'll want to read until the end. So let's scroll down and see if this actually kind of got both bullet points ready. You should have, but let's see. Boom. And we got the SEO. The SEO should actually be great, not just good. Actually, it's still just good. So let's see, readability. Let's see what are we doing wrong on this end and see how can we fix it. So readability, passive voice, subheading distribution. One section of your text is longer than 300 words and is not separated by subheadings. And then passive voice. 10.5% of the sentences contain passive voice, which is more than a recommended maximum. So what's good about the readability, you can even click on this I little thing, and now we just probably have to kind of modify one sentence. Once you have weighted all the consideration, schedule an appointment and get done. Is it normal for your lashes to get into 20? Okay, let's keep going. However, make sure that you don't get your lashes wet, which means you should minimize. And let's see, and you can do that by minimizing your time in in this theme. So let's see if this one kind of helped. Probably not yet. So we're going to keep highlighted until it's. However, make sure that you do not get your lashes. Okay, length is measured. Boom! I literally just changed one word and instantly the readability turned green, right? So one more, let's see, subheading distribution. One section of your text is longer than 300 words and not separated by subheadings. So let's see which is the section that has so many words and it's not separated by any. I'm guessing this one here, but let's see. This one actually could be as well. Yeah, this one could also be. So let's give it a try. Lash ingredients. We'll do this probably what? Heading 3. Maybe heading 4. I think. Okay. Let's try one more. I'm thinking this one. What is the right sizing? I would prefer. I'm thinking this one, yes. So let's see. Lash extension, sizing, and density. Let's do heading 4. And with this one, I think we should be. I think we should be on the right track. And then boom. We still have this one. So 3 sections of your text are longer than 300 words and are not separated by any subheadings. Well, even with this one on the readability, as you can see, it turned green, which means we won. So now we have an article that actually it's really well SEO optimized. The only other things that I would probably do in here and moving forward, it'll be to embed some YouTube videos. It really works well if you also have some YouTube videos that kind of have the same keywords in the titles of those videos, because those will work hand in hand with this one. So that's a really great idea. If you have some YouTube videos, cool. If not, don't worry about it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to create a blog article that ranks and it's really well SEO optimized. So let me know in the comments if you like this tutorial and if you like this type of tutorials that we've been putting out daily for about a month now, because I really love to hear from you and also hear from you what else you like to hear and see and watch on this channel. But don't go anywhere, because if you like this video about how you can rank your blog articles, you're gonna love the next video coming up where I teach you how to promote your YouTube videos and how to optimize your channel to get more or get the first 100 subscribers. So don't go anywhere. Start watching the next video coming up. I think you'll enjoy.